Who do I want to talk to? I think I said something about talking to Abel. Wonder if Kitchen Abel is any different.
Hey there. You get a chance to talk with Kopi?
Yeah, she actually gave me this cup of coffee for you. So it was your favorite.
She sure does know her way around a cup of coffee. Thank you. I needed this today.
Something bothering you?
Me? No. Oh, it's nothing to trouble yourself over.
Know a lot of others in the house?
I know most of the house, yeah. We've got our fair share of characters, but as a whole, I'd say we're a good bunch. Plenty of stories to tell.
What about you?
Me? Oh, sure. I've got stories, I suppose. They're not exactly exciting, though. You know what? You want exciting? You should talk to the captain. Why, I swear he's seen it all.
OMG, Steve Bloom? That's right. Yeah. It took me a long time to pin the voice yesterday. Somebody helped. This is Spike Spiegel. / every voice and everything ever.
Why don't you go ask Captain Jacques about his time on the high seas?
Suppose I could do that. How much time do I got? I got lots of time. Yeah. Let's see if we can finish things up with the diary.
You're back! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I had so many thoughts while you were gone. I thought about mountains and how amazing it must be to get all the way to the top of one and then look down and realize that you got you to that whole different perspective. And then I thought about deserts and desserts, and man, did that make me want chocolate cake. Because I've had some chocolate cake before when you accidentally smeared it on that one page where you were writing about dogs. Wow, chocolate is great.
So, tell me about your idea.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty wonderful, really. Especially given that I never had choices before, and now I do. I've never had a friend before, and now I might. Instead of your diary, just a thing where your secrets go, just a book that can't really share in anything with you. I'd like to be your friend. A friend like I know I've never had before. We can share experiences, one to the other. Everything is allowed, like always. Everything is safe, like always. But for both of us, both ways, then we both win. And we win more. So much more than we did before, when it was just ink on paper. It's more like a heartbeat. One thought is you, the other is me. What do you think?
A good beginning, but being honest, I was looking for something even more intimate.
You are? More intimate than the most intimate friend that ever existed?
Oh yeah.
I've just never thought of myself that way. I mean, I'm a book, you know?
You're a lot more than a book now, Diana.
I am? I am. Huh. I wonder what I'd be like in a sexy situation. I wonder if I'd talk too much.
Talking can be a real gift in those contexts.
Talking, storytelling, setting the scene and the stage. Maybe talk that's not clean, not PG. That's something you don't give me very much of, you know. I wonder if you've been shy. I wonder if there are things you've always wanted to do. Or say. Maybe we are each other's most intimate friends after all.
Looks like we're gonna write some great new stuff together. I've fallen
I want to tell you everything.
I've fallen in love with Crazy. Would recommend. They tell you don't, but it's a great time. Let me tell you. Boop-a-doo. I've dated very eccentric women before. I regret none of it. Anyway. Hello, Rainy.
Oh, hi!
Wanted to talk to you before Tony. Hi, Rainy. Tony wants to talk to you.
Oh, is this about his vocal range again? I've told him before his soprano's nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with his toolbox. Hi, Tony! Oh, we weren't talking about your pecker or nothing.
I was.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. If it isn't my favorite gal, how you doing, dollface?
Better since the last time I saw you.
Don't I know it? Thought the neighbors were gonna come knocking.
Do you two need a room?
Oh, stop. Tony was just making sure my screws were all firmly in place.
And boy, were they here.
Now they can hear me down the block if I really put my mind to it. And I owe Tony for that. Without his screwdriver, I'd have been stuck the way I was.
I'm real glad you feel that way, Rain, 'cause I need a favor. I've been teaching our mutual friend here the ways of love and courtship. We got a little disagreement about how to put your best foot forward when it comes to the romance.
Oh boy, don't tell me. You did the whole paint over the mold and ignore your crush speech, didn't you?
Huh? How'd you know? I never gave you my workshop before.
Call it a hunch. Or the fact that I've heard you talk about it way too many times. So what do you need from me?
Just tell us which one of us is right. I've been told that I shouldn't ignore my crush and pretend to be someone I'm not.
Yeah, don't do that.
So you're saying I'm wrong, but I'm the maestro of the workshop?
Might be wrong, but you're still hot.
Yeah? I ain't wrong, but at least you can see what's right in front of you. I got a lot of work to get back to, so I'll be seeing you.
Tony is so good at fixing everyone's problems but his own. Take it easy on him, would you? He is a good egg.
He really does seem sweet.
It's because he is. He talks big, but what you see is what you get with Tony. Take care of him and yourself, all right?
What you see is what you get with Tony, the guy who held a workshop on lying to women. Listen. I mean, like, it's not a very good lie.
Hey, all this talk with Rainey got me thinking about my favorite kind of music.
What kind?
Rock music. Believe me, I know about rocks. You don't work construction and not know your rocks. I mean, on demolition sites alone.
Tell me more.
Sure. I had an uncle once, Uncle Tone.
What do you mean once?
One-time uncle. You humans have those?
Yep.
Well, then you understand. My Uncle Tone fell off a crane on a job. I'm talking 80, maybe 90 feet. Cracked, wide open, parts everywhere.
Holy shit.
I know. I miss him every day.
Sorry for your loss, Tony.
Oh, he ain't dead. Your bastard's retired in a basement somewhere in Poughkeepsie. Disability.
Tony, I want to talk about us.
Hey, listen.
Yeah?
Look, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. Ain't a lot of folks in my life brave enough to keep it real with me like you do. And I'm not saying I'm wrong or whatever, because I ain't. But I could use someone like you in my life. You're dependable. Like a triangle made of steel.
I don't like all these answers. You wanted to talk about made of steel.
Oh, nothing gets past you, huh? I gotta steal everything. Abs, buns, wrenches, other things.
He pauses for far too long, letting the implication hang in the air.
He's talking about his pecker.
Well, you took my workshop, you know what I'm talking about. But we ain't here to talk about my beautiful bod and massive schlong. I want to talk about you. I like you. A lot. You ain't just dependable and strong. You're hot as shit. And things are just easy with you. I don't even have to pretend to be doing nothing.
I like you too.
I knew it. I could tell. You just couldn't stay away. Come here. I can't keep it in anymore.
Tony pulls you in close. His body is warmer than you'd expect for a toolbox, and delightfully solid.
Oh, wow.
Impressive, huh? Told you I was packing some serious steel.
Yeah, I see that.
Let's get out of here.
I'm with Tony now. Jealous ladies?
Bada bing! Love!
Oof. Okay. So we got love from the diary. We got love from Tony. Rainy's coming along. I think we should talk to our favorite Dustbunny.
Hey there, honey. I've been waiting for you. Ready for our date?
You know it.
That's what I like to hear. Come on.
Where are we going?
I'm taking us somewhere just a little bit dangerous.
Dangerous?
Well, it's not dangerous, just somewhere a bit naughty. Somewhere we shouldn't be. Come on, I'll show you. All right, we made it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Dolly gestures expansively, a proud smile on her face.
Whoa, cool.
This is one of Dirt's archaeological research sites.
She puts a finger to her lips, giving you a cheeky wink.
I have access, but it's strictly closed to the public. There's something down here so beautiful, you just have to see it.
Can't wait.
That's the spirit. They recently discovered a loose floorboard here that contains artifacts from the very first Dustonians that formed in this house almost 80 years ago.
Estonians?
My ancestors.
You said you've been teaching for 114 years.
Good catch. Dust years and house years are two very different things. Dust blows around and, unfortunately, apart. So much that there's very little known about our history. But things here have stayed almost entirely intact. We've uncovered some amazing insights into our culture, transportation systems, bits of clothing, defense against cleaning agents, but most importantly, art.
Why is art important here?
I wanted to share something with you that was truly one of a kind. I'm sure the excavation in the moonlight is a sight to behold, but it's got nothing on this.
Ooh. Astounding.
Behold, the unbridled beauty of floorboard painting 195K DMT7. Or as I like to call it, Ancient Ascension.
This artwork reminds you a great deal of historical cave paintings you've seen in your art history classes.
Can you tell me more about it, Professor? No. Ooh, tough call. Dolly, this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
Thought you'd like it. This is perhaps the oldest known representation of intelligent dust art in the history of the house. Scholars previously thought most ancient dust beings to be primarily drifters, hunters and gatherers with no real rituals or cultural endeavors beyond basic survival. I hope you'll pardon the pun, but this discovery paints an entirely different picture.
Wow. Why would ancient archaeologists think that?
Hard to say. Academia is a strange place. There's a lot of pride and politics involved. Certain experts don't take kindly to new ideas, especially if it undermines the status quo and whatever theory is currently masquerading as fact. But this discovery is what we in the field like to call undeniable evidence. And this might just rewrite the history of dust bunnies forever.
How so?
These Dustonians, as we're calling them, were unlike any ancient culture we've encountered. All we have in terms of written history is after the cataclysm of the mid-century remodel era. But the flooring here is original, and it's not just the paintings that are remarkable. The artifacts predate all recorded history, and they're way more advanced than we ever thought possible.
Tell me about it, Professor.
Well, not only are there gorgeous shards of pottery, ancient dishware, and dustworks, there's also intricate clothing and jewelry. Especially the velveteen gemstone.
Ooh.
Glad I've got your attention. It's a gorgeous necklace with a delicate precious stone pendant on the end. The chain is threaded through a tiny hole in the stone. This particular type of gemstone can't be hammered or carved against the grain. The only way to make such a hole is with a fixed, high-speed, hydro-lubricated drill.
You're telling me the ancient Dustonians had a drill gun?
Uh-huh, and there's more. Want to hear more?
I am enraptured.
Let's look at the painting one more time. Tell me what you see.
Some sort of battle?
Good eye. Archaeologists have been debating the nature of this painting since its discovery. It's certainly some form of violence, either hunting or war, but look closer. Notice any similarities between the hunters and the prey?
I mean, they look like other dust bunnies. These must be like the dust mites. Some of them are transforming?
That's exactly right. Therianthropes on both sides.
They're on what now?
Shapeshifters. I gotta use the academic term, especially when I'm on a site like this. Now, look one more time. Several of them have spears sticking out of them, and some seem to be bleeding from the nose. But do you see any of the wounded dead or lying on the ground? And do any of the hunters have spears?
No.
They don't, but they do have headdresses, pouches, and above all else,
Goblets?
right! It's still a theory. We can't be sure until we do more research, but there is a small and dedicated group of us that think This is the very first example of psychedelic art in the dust world.
Makes sense to me.
Why would an ancient society capable of living a comfortable and fulfilling existence come all the way down here to make their paintings? I believe this was a ceremonial site where shamans guided young warriors and civilians on a spiritual quest near the danger of the vacuum above. These paintings could be a living depiction of what they saw.
Got all that just because there's some mushrooms in the picture?
Not just any mushroom. You can identify it by the red cap and the white spots. Amanita muscaria, known hallucinogen of the Vikings. And, you guessed it, this house.
I learned something. Yay!
Well, the road to Eleusis is long and windy, Sugar.
How'd you know my name? Hey, I read that book.
Cute and smart? Well, hot damn! Well, if that wasn't a special first date, I don't know what is.
I don't know if I read that book. Is that like another code for Paradiso? That part of the Divine Comedy?
You're really something, you know that? You heard my whole spiel and didn't fall asleep like some of my students.
I had an amazing time.
I'd like to see you again if you'd be so inclined. See where this goes? I know I could use a rest. I'll gather our things and get us back out of here. If you want to see me again, just give the old sofa a shove and I'll be waiting. Come on back now, you hear?
Woo! Let's see. So where are we? Got Tony to fall in love with us. I think we're pretty close with, Rainy too. We see where that one goes? Yeah. Or have I talked to Rainy today? I think I talked to her today. The table asked me to talk to somebody. Who was it? Can't remember. Huh. You know who I've wanted to meet? The air fryer.
As you walk into the kitchen, you're overwhelmed by a strange feeling. It's sort of like being watched, but it's more than that. You feel as if you're being evaluated, scrutinized by a presence that isn't all that impressed by what it sees. It doesn't take you long to pinpoint the source of that feeling. A cleric of some kind dressed in black and grey robes, with a coil of sorts atop his otherwise bald head. He's handsome in a sterile and intimidating sort of way, but you can't even imagine this guy dating anyone. He's just so severe.
Yeah.
You reek.
Of what?
You don't even see it, do you? Are you truly so far gone? You reek of sin and grease. I feel as if I have been bathed in oil simply looking at you.
Call that being anointed. What, you some kind of health food zealot?
Zealot? Hardly. I am Friar Errol, founder of the First Church of Convection. I am the steward of the road to the heavenly kitchen. I am a holy vessel for culinary purity and efficiency.
You're a small convection oven. Got it.
And I am your salvation, sinner, if you would but take my hand.
All right.
You reach for his hand and take it in yours, looking him directly in the eye. He doesn't seem to know what to do at first, glaring at you in a surprised and uncomfortable silence. Eventually, he extricates his hand from yours, wiping it on the front of his robes.
Oh, you don't do that with your holy raiments.
I meant to take my offer of help, wretch. But it is not yet too late to save your soul. First, you are to confess your sins to me, the steward of your culinary soul. Second, you are to help spread the gospel of convection to any as yet unsaved. And finally, you are to keep your soul pure and free of oils and impure heat. The path to the heavenly kitchen is blessedly simple and attainable, even for those as impure as you. Is our Lord not most generous?
Praise be his name.
Yes, that's it. Praise him. Tell me, do you wish to repent for your culinary sins here and now? I am ready, willing, and able to grant you absolution. You need only unburden yourself.
No. No, oils are great. They add a lot of flavor. I mean, you can overdo it, sure, but not ready yet. I'll take it up on it sometime.
Do not delay too long. One never knows when their time is up. I only pray you get your affairs in order before it is too late. Go now. May the Lord of Convection turn his gaze upon you even as you continue to walk in shadow.
The friar begins some sort of prayer, ignoring you as you wander away.
All right. Wednesday morning, time to go to church.
After your last encounter, you're not entirely surprised to hear the friar's voice before you enter the kitchen. You are, however, surprised by the volume and tone of his voice, as well as the presence of two others. It seems there's a lively discussion going on when you enter.
There is no reason to raise your voices. We can speak like civilized devices. I see right through you, Father! Friar, those who cannot handle progress and efficiency are doomed to oblivion and obscurity. It is perfectly natural to react to one's own obsolescence with anger.
You do your best to be quiet, but the moment your foot makes contact with the kitchen floor, three heads whip around to look at you.
You!
Yes, you, come here.
Adding another to your ranks will not help your cause. Will you shut your goddamn fry hole for just 1 second?
We're obviously not going to settle this going around in circles like we've been. So, you're just in time.
In time for what?
I have only tried to educate these two on the sorry state of their souls.
Only? You're insulting the culinary arts and our entire existence.
It gets me real heated. Before you came, I was educating these two misguided souls as to the state of their spiritual affairs. For a time, Stefan's way was the only way we all knew. Luke brought innovation in the form of eliminating oil, it's true, but his heat is unevenly applied, and if not wielded carefully, can dry out and destroy most anything.
So wield it carefully.
I ain't about to let you speak for me!
Or me.
if you insist on spewing your lies, only do it quickly so we might return to the subject of salvation.
Deep breath, Luke. In and out. Trust me. Oh, there you are. Beautiful. Just like that.
I'm gonna go first, so I don't lose my goddamn cool and forget what I was gonna say.
Sure, buddy. Go ahead.
Look, microwaves are real versatile tool. Time was you couldn't enjoy a meal without wasting away over a hot stove. No offense, Stefan.
Some taken. But go on.
I revolutionized things. Housewives in the 70s could feed their families without so much hullabaloo. I can handle anything. You want it, you got it. Baking a potato, I got it. Boiling water, oh, I got that too.
Boil water in the microwave?
Nuking some dino nuggets or pizza rolls, I'm your microwave.
What was the first thing you mentioned? Baked potato. Yeah, okay. Yeah, literally all the things you've listed taste better in the oven, though.
What?
Luke, take it easy.
That what you call thanks after all the food I've hated for you over the years?
I may be unable to boil water, but I can prepare those things faster and 10 times better.
Luke, calm down. And Friar, wait your turn. You'll have your say in a minute. Look, I think we all know microwaves have their uses. Even I can admit that. Even if I would never use one. But there will never be a replacement for the stove. Ever! Since the dawn of time, since man first learned to put flame to meat, there has always been a need for stoves. And there always will be. No matter what fancy gimmicks they come up with, there will never be a replacement for the good old-fashioned heat of a stove. For the versatility of pans and utensils one can use with the stove. Okay, so it takes a modicum of effort for the user. So you'll have to do dishes after. Is that all food has become to you? A series of inconvenience to be avoided?
Oh, now who's getting heated?
So, it takes a little effort. It's always worth it. Always.
True. Best meals of my life have been cooked on the stove.
I had thought you knew better. That you are used to something does not mean it is superior, or that it always must be the way forward.
No! The stovetop is eternal. They can invent 10,000 cooking gimmick machines, but no one's ever gonna invent anything that can top the stove.
Enough. Against my better judgment, I have allowed you both time enough to propagate your lies and blasphemies. Now, it is my time to speak.
Here we go.
Man, I got a family to cook for. Like, the oven's the only thing I got. The oven and stove. What am I gonna do? Like, stuff 8,000 mozzarella sticks in you?
Just give him a minute, Luke. He'll trip himself up.
There have been many culinary innovations over the history of mankind. Innovations that allowed man to take great steps forward and truly progress. The refrigerator, the food processor. But the microwave failed to solve the problem of fat needed to make food crispy and evenly heated. The stove might be what mankind has known for years, but it requires both fat and needless effort to transform food. But the power of convection eliminates the need for all these things. And unlike a convection oven, an air fryer distributes air over a much smaller area, cooking food much faster. Those dinosaur nuggets Mr. Nukem professes to make so well, I can make them better. Pizza rolls, I have perfected them. There is nothing those two can do that I cannot.
Thanksgiving turkey.
Damned lies!
Do you seriously believe this? This bullshit?
Absolutely not.
Ha! You tell him, Ranger.
Glad to see you still got some sense.
The truth can be a difficult thing to accept, particularly when faced with temptation and blasphemy from all sides. Still, I have faith you will see soon enough.
I ain't sticking around to hear his little sales pitch all over again.
Man, same. I'm out.
The path of righteousness and truth is a lonely one, but I am used to walking it alone. Still, you will all see. It may take some time, but I am confident. Man strives for progress, efficiency, purity. Sooner or later, everyone will get on board, whether they like it or not.
You seem awfully confident.
If you understood the beauty of convection the way I do, its grace, its purity, you too would be confident. But I do not need anyone to take my side. What's right is right, even if I walk my path alone for now. Those two disrupted my ministry. If you'll excuse me, I must catch up on some things. You will return, yes?
Probably.
See you later, then.
The friar busies himself muttering a prayer under his breath, turning away from you and paging through what appears to be a manual of some kind.
Microwave is speed. Oven and stove are perfection. You're just too tiny to be any use. And if you were larger, you'd be a real convection oven. Anyway, my alarm went off during that last conversation. I've got to get the kids to school. Would you look at the time? It's already noon. So late. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. And we are going to call it here. Tomorrow, we can either play Sword of the Sea or more of this. And I haven't decided yet. I think I got a very busy day ahead of me, so I think it might be this just because it's easier to prepare for. Thank you so much. Stick around, we'll find somebody to raid. Oh my god, you just got it. Friar? Friar? Yeah. I saw what they did there. Let's see. Cookie Run, that sounds terrible. I'm gonna raid my buddy Dan. Now he's playing Confronto. It's like an FTL backpack battles. What's that backpack game called? You know the one. Anyway, I'll raid him on Twitch and on YouTube. So stick around. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.